With Thanksgiving behind us, we're looking at the world around us. And what we find is instability, change, and war. In the Netherlands, and earth-shattering election victory for Geert Wilders, who has preached for decades against an invasion of Muslims into Western Europe. He's also poised to tear down the Green New Deal and put an end to the forced destruction of Dutch farms and agriculture under ill-advised climate deals forced by the EU and World Health Organization, among others, shilling for the far-left agenda. Just days before Wilder claimed his historic victory, voters in Argentina rejected socialism across the board, too, ejecting those on the left and electing a man often compared to Donald Trump, Javier Milei, another far-right leader intent on destroying the shift left. And in Brazil, tens of thousands in the streets demanding more nationalism. Nationalism is on the move here, around the globe. And here at home, Donald Trump also leading in the polls across the country. Democrats in a full-blown panic in many circles with less than 1 year to go. On the world stage, all eyes remain on Israel and the war in Gaza, where the Hamas terrorists have released a few dozen of the hostages they took when they brutally murdered, raped, and defiled more than 1,400 mostly unarmed civilians. That happened, of course, on October the 7th. Among the hostages released, a 4-year-old girl, Abigail Edan, whose parents were murdered in front of her that day. That's right. These people murdered her parents and took hostages that were people like this girl, 4 years old. Another hostage released, a 9-year-old Irish-Israeli girl, Emily Hand, whose family thought she was dead. She was at a sleepover with her little friends when the bloody attacks began. Many of the adults around her slaughtered. For now, the IDF has called a temporary pause in fighting to allow for hostages to be released. It's working to some extent. And have promised an additional day for every 10 hostages set free. But the weakness in the White House from the frail and feeble Joe Biden has led us here. This is where we are. This is Joe Biden's world. War on his watch first came to Ukraine, of course, in February of 2022, and then to Israel in October. And this weakness will lead to other conflicts if we don't get back on track, the right track, and really soon. Biden's support of Israel has exposed huge divisions among partisan Democrats, many of whom say they will never support Biden again. Others are so angry they turn out to heckle him whenever and wherever they can. It happened again when so-called Free Palestine activists shouted Biden down at the lighting of the Christmas tree on Nantucket over the weekend. This, like I've been telling you since it began, is the Democrats' holy war. The holy war that could tear the party apart once and for all. Yeah, Joe Biden shuffled out on stage after a few more hostages were released on Sunday, but this is not over. And the far left is rejecting his messages of supporting Israel.